For a limited time, $1 gets you full access to all the automotive industry news and content CBTNews.com has to offer. CBT News. Subscribe today. Welcome to CBT News with Bridget Fitzpatrick.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to CBT News. I'm Jim Fitzpatrick, sitting in for Bridget this morning. Thank you so much for joining us today. On Inside Automotive, we're joined by Jim Ziegler, automotive retail veteran, speaker, and president of Ziegler Super Systems. But first, here are today's top stories. Starting off our coverage, the Institute for Management Development lowered its preparedness ranking for Toyota from 2nd to 10th over the automaker's outdated electric vehicle products. Although the company's new CEO, Koji Sato, has promised to substantially increase EV research and development, IMD Director Howard Yu expressed doubt on, quote, whether Toyota can scale these new capabilities ahead of the competition, unquote, claiming the Japanese brand's former position is Chinese manufacturer BYD, which the Institute praised for its in-house production capabilities. Up next, Tesla chief Elon Musk offered several updates during the company's annual shareholder meeting. The CEO reiterated the brand's commitment to launch the long-awaited Cybertruck later this year and predicted the Model Y would become, quote, #1 selling car on Earth, end quote. Musk also showcased teaser images of the brand's next model, which he noted was already in production. During a Q&A session, the entrepreneur dismissed rumors that he was planning to retire, garnering applause from the meeting's attendees. Cox Automotive witnessed declining certified pre-owned sales over the course of April. While volume remained higher than January and February, total CPO sales dropped by 15,000 units from March. Compared to the same period in 2022, dealership sales remained relatively stable, although year-to-date numbers are still elevated over last year's. The firm attributed the monthly decline to higher interest rates and recession worries and warned it could take substantial time for the market to recover. And last but not least, Ford is set to recall over 310,000 units to fix defective airbags after the discovery of a potential wiring issue. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, collecting dust within the steering wheel can disconnect electrical components, preventing the airbag from deploying in the event of a crash. The automaker's announcement covers 2016 versions of the F250, F350, F450, and F550 Super Duty pickups. Don't go anywhere. Coming up next is Jim Ziegler, automotive retail veteran, speaker, and president of Ziegler Super Systems. We'll be right back.
Delivering the news dealers count on for 10 years. Subscribe today and join thousands of other automotive professionals. CBT News, 10 years strong.
From franchise system threats to supply chain disruptions, the retail automotive industry has faced unprecedented challenges in recent times. On this edition of Inside Automotive, we're joined in the studio by Jim Ziegler, automotive retail veteran, speaker, and president of Ziegler Super Systems, to give us his perspective on the current state of the automotive industry. Check it out. Talk to us a little bit about the current state of the automotive industry. Where are we today? I know it's a loaded question.
Everybody thinks it's going to crash, it's going to come back. The state of the industry right now, we've normalized. Mm-hmm. We are rapidly normalizing. The chip shortage isn't completely over, but it's certainly diminished. Inventory is flowing again. You turn on TV, there's Linda Beaver and the bow tie guy advertising discounts, right, and rebates and trunk money, and
sure,
it's back.
Yeah, it's back. It is.
And yeah, we weren't ready for it.
Yeah. And what do you mean by that? Drill down a little bit.
Well, cars have, first of all, let's go back to the pandemic. Mm-hmm. During the pandemic, it all dried up. It all ground to a halt. Yeah. Tesla surged, Carvana surged, and the pandemic, a lot of people thought, hey, this is the new normal. Yeah. I mean, all you heard was the new normal.
We're only going to take orders, put the orders in, and that's the car they're going to drive.
Then we heard about supply shortages, chip shortages, inventory shortages. the manufacturers weren't inventorying the dealers. They weren't getting the inventory they were getting. So you could sell a car if you had a car for $10,000, $20,000 over MSRP, and if the customer wouldn't buy it, excuse me, sir, vacate the seat. There's somebody right behind you.
That's right.
So we forgot how to sell cars.
Yeah. That's
Dealers,
scary.
your people are woefully unprepared for the new normal.
That's right. No, and I agree. We've had a number of shows about this very topic, and I think there is a lot of nervousness out there on behalf of the retailers and the dealers that are like, are our people that we hired in the last 3 years, do they even know this, the retail automotive environment? Because it has not been that for the last 3 years, right? To your point, you kind of point at the sticker and then point at the F&I office and say, either get in there or get out of here.
That's the way it's been.
Yeah, it's been crazy.
And all of a sudden, our managers, our salespeople, they've forgotten how to sell. They've forgotten finesse persuasion. They don't know how to negotiate. We don't have a knowing problem in the business.
Yeah.
We have a doing problem.
Yeah.
People say, well, you need to train your people. Well, you already trained them. Now you just got to do it.
That's right.
Because what they teach the people is not reminiscent. It doesn't resemble what we taught them.
Right.
What they're doing in actuality.
Yeah.
So not only training, but you've got to implement the training and make it part of your practice and part of your process.
That's right. Well, that's a wrap for our show today, but we invite you to join us right back here again tomorrow morning for all of the latest news and trends impacting the retail automotive industry. Follow us on TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter. I'm Jim Fitzpatrick, sitting in for Bridget today. Thank you so much for joining us. Go out and make it a great day.
CBT News, your #1 resource for auto industry news and content. Join the #1 most watched newscast in the automotive industry. CBT News. Subscribe today.